It's going to be a clear full moon tonight on Friday the 13th, or actually, it's not Friday, but it feels like a Friday the 13th here at the Staten Island Superspeedway here for the Apollo Global Management 175. Apollo Global is, of course, a management firm that tends to run a lot of like entertainment entities and business flipping companies, so good on them. Coming up in this race, there's a lot of concern with the safety of this brand new track. As you can see, there's a Jersey barrier. As you can see at the end of the pit road there, that yellow wall there. Drivers are concerned if there's an accident, that might become a very negative thing there as well. Going down through the order, qualifying was done in packs, so it's a very mixed up order today. Zayden Davidson, as you can see, is on the pole, with Dale Cole Jr. in second and his teammate Raymond Fisher in third. A great qualifying order for both of those cars. But we will get down to the starting grid in a minute, but this track is a brand new super speedway here. It looks very similar to a track we used to run in Boston way back in the day, except a little bit more, quote, jankier, I think an unnamed driver called it, than that track. It must have been Kenny Myatt, because I think he's the only one here that remembers that old track. A couple of other news items before we begin. So, before I forget that, though, back in qualifying, it is a pretty mixed up order due to the drafting packs. Chief Steward Jacob Hart, former ARCSOA Elite Series driver Jacob Hart, is not here this weekend. He had some prior commitment to go to, and this week, old ARCSOA competition director Todd Haley is on the pit box, and a lot of drivers have been a little concerned about that because Haley used to kind of had a reputation for throwing safety to the wind in order to maintain a good show. He was fired by previous administrations, but now that the Carpenters are back in power, William Carpenter III, of course, William Carpenter Jr. not doing very well from what we heard, the founder of ARCSOA not doing very well. William Carpenter III is going to be, the Carpenter family was really tight with Haley and gave him a deputy chief steward's position. Even though Jacob Hart, when he was a driver at least, was quite critical of Haley. But Hart is off this week and Haley is on board, and a lot of drivers are a little bit concerned about that. Let's go down to your starting grid and we'll kind of see a bit of this messed up order. First thing you're probably wondering is, why is Vince Freeze and Kenny Myatt on the back row? Well, long story here. Vince Freeze blew a tire in qualifying. Goes into that Jersey wall that I pointed out at about 200 miles an hour. Car's totaled. Tries his backup car in practice 2. That was an opening practice heat rack. Practice 2, his backup car won't get through tech because it's too low to the ground. Fear not, grab Cody Lamas' backup car. Lamas' backup car they try to put in through qualifying, it too had that issue. He was actually going to run a 48 car here just to qualify it, and then they were going to put the Brandt logos on it afterward. It was too low. Problem with that was Kenny Myatt was behind that car in line for pre-qualifying tech. Therefore, Myatt doesn't get out until 2 minutes to go in the session, and didn't get a drafting partner. So Kenny Myatt will be starting in the back with Vince Freeze. Both drivers are a little concerned with starting in the back. Myatt openly says he wants to get out of here without getting killed. Christian Vanderpesch didn't get a drafting partner, and neither did Gretchen Faust. Faust is, of course, a faster driver, though. The ARC America team is fast on these super speedways. Lamas didn't get a drafting partner, and neither did Bouchard. Kind of surprised Bouchard's this far down the order. Bolton and Hobbs were drafting with each other, but they were kind of by themselves. Likewise, there was a tandem with Myatt and Turner. Fordale didn't get very far with Bobby Jones. Further up the grid, you have Bobby Jones on there, Eric Monaco on the inside, Masahashi and Kelvin are on a row together with Presto and Pergoli. No, I'm sorry, that is Dormitory there. Griffin and Ard are on a row together with Silver Spoon and Fitzwater. Good qualifying run by both those cars. Halleck and Medina Moro's Benoit Lefebvre-Veen. These cars were basically in a two-car tandem today. And not those two cars, but it was Ozkin and Lefebvre-Veen. They qualified very well for Medina Moro. Both cars in the top 10. Good job on them. Raymond Fisher on the outside splitting them. They're going to be one to watch. And on the front row, you have Dale Cole Jr. and Zayden Davidson. Davidson finally gets a little bit of good luck going for him, but I wouldn't go too far with that because, again, it's a super speedway, and you don't know what's going to happen around here. So the field takes loose on this out lap coming out of the pits. Of course, the pit road exit here is banked. That should be very interesting to watch. There's only one key to the race, and in the immortal words of Kenny Blankenship and Vic Romano, it is don't get eliminated. That is the key to this race. It's a bit of a scary track. I think all the drivers know that. The fans are concerned. But this should be a very interesting race. It's not often we go super speedway racing in ARCSOA, or true super speedway racing on a high bank super speedway. If you want to count Auto Club Speedway in Indianapolis as a super speedway, then, or Texas for that matter, go ahead. But this race can be a little scary, I think, for some people going forward. However, alas, all of these drivers signed up to do this job. No one forced them to get into their cars. And away we go. Here we go down towards turn number 1. Great start all the way through the field. Hopefully we get some clean green racing here without any incidents. We're already seeing some 3 wide in the back. I think Alamas is trying to go into make a third lane work here. Bolton to the outside toward the back. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Davidson gets a great start here as they go down the straightaway. Halleck's trying to get going on the inside there, along with Raymond Fisher back there. Cole Jr. is trying to push along Ozkin there. Ozkin got a good start. Down into turn number 3 they go. 3 wide further back with Lefebvre-Veen and Silver Spoon on the high line there. That's a big ball of inconsistency on that high line. But I digress. It is now Davidson leads the first lap with Fisher in second. The field is already trying to spread out as the field rockets around this track here. You can see why there was concern about the speeds here. Down the straightaway, you're already seeing speeds upwards of 225 miles an hour entering turn number 3. And they're very closely packed. One mistake could be critical in this race. Halleck's going for the lead now on Raymond Fisher as Davidson's already moved out of the way. Been moved out of the way here. Halleck now going for the lead on the inside. Great move there by Jack Halleck here at Staten Island. Down low, Sean Ard now is closing in. 175 miles of this race is going to be critical. A lot of crucial moves in this race. Presto now is coming up with Ryan Griffin. Second in points, Ryan Griffin now looking down low. Great move here, getting Griffin and Presto up the order. Now Griffin forces Presto to the high line as Halleck continues to lead. He has a big gap back to second right now, which is Presto. The outside line didn't work out for Lefebvre-Veen and Silver Spoon. They started pretty high up the order, and now they've already are starting to lose the pack. I don't want to do that too often. Also, another driver who hasn't gone much of anywhere has been Kenny Myatt. Myatt's been kind of hanging out in the back with Pericles and Freeze. They haven't done a whole lot there. Looks like Vanderpest is already looking low on Masahashi there. Again, very, very tight quarters racing here around this track. An accident here could be deadly. The two Ford Performance Technology cars are now working together through this field here. Ryan Griffin now has caught Zayden Davidson. Davidson stayed at the front, and Griffin said he'd come up to the front to work with Davidson. Now Griffin's going down low, not working with Davidson. That's kind of surprising there, but here he goes down low now, trying to get as many positions as he can on Cody Lamas and on Kenny Myatt here, the two main championship contenders that he's fighting with. still very close racing further back here. Nail-biting racing back here. Sam Oskin with help from Jesse Turner on that high line gets a great push there. Oh, they look like they were going to try 4 wide here. That is something more certain in problems than a, well, I lost the joke there. Daniel Bouchard now dropping for the lead. Bouchard started way in the back and now is in the lead of the race, so it shows how quickly you can get through the field here on lap 7 of 77. Also down low, here comes Eric Monaco now. Monaco, I believe, started toward the back as well, and now he has help from Sean Ard and Ryan Griffin back there. Let's do a lap on board with now third placeman Kenny Myatt here as he pushes Vanderpest to the lead of the race, or to second in this race. Myatt now is looking to try and get some clean air. He's worked his way through the field rather quickly now. By lap 10 here, can he get back to the inside? Yes, he does. You can just see how quick this track really is. You don't scrub off hardly any speed in the corners here. Going down the straightaway, there goes Vanderpest to the lead. Myatt's going to try and push Bouchard now up on the high line here. Myatt's got a big push there, but the inside line is such a big advantage around here. And Vanderpest has help from Hercules, it looks like there. And it looks like Vanderpest is going to lead the lap, and Hercules is going to lead in the long run. That is a lap here around the Staten Island Superspeedway. And now Hercules is forced to the middle line here, makes a little bit of contact there, actually, I think, with Fisher. And now Cody Lamas, the point leader, is down low now. We're starting to see something called the recycle effect here on this track. The recycle effect is something where somebody gets to the lead and they can't hold it, and, well, then somebody else takes the lead here. See, right here, Hobbs forces the 48 to the high line here, and you don't want to, and that's going to put Hobbs in the lead, and the 48 is going to start dropping back because of that, unless you can maybe slot in behind Halleck there, in between him and Raymond Fish, or Zayden Davidson there. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Oh, that's close between the 43 and the 1. The two Silver Speed cars, they're getting real close with each other there. I do not like the way that that was going to go. Luckily, Hercules saw that coming and went to the high line there. Daniel Bouchard getting a little bit over-aggressive there for a rookie, I think. You don't want to do that too often here. Losing the pack now, you have Austin Silverspoon, Benoit Lothaire-Ravine, and Zolt Dormitory. Now, normally that can be bad. Also, Masahashi, Faust, and Fitzwater have lost the pack. Now, Oskin and Bolton have as well. But in this race, that might be a good thing if there's an accident here in the front pack. You might not want to be in the lead pack very long here. You might want to get some distance in between themselves and the leaders. One thing noticeable is that Jack Halleck is really the one car that can really get a nice lead if he gets a push out in front of the field here. Halleck can get a nice lead here and kind of manage the race here. Now he's got his teammate behind him here, Kenny Myatt. Myatt has kind of recycled his way through the pack. It's a very fast recycle we're seeing, where cars are flying through the field, flying back forward again. Look who's behind Kenny Myatt. That's his daughter, Maddie Myatt, back there. And, oh, Maddie's going to put her father out to dry there, and Halleck saw it coming, kind of blocked there, but I think he has to do the teammate. No, he's not doing the teammate thing. He's kind of managing both lanes. He's the first driver that we've seen being able to do this, to kind of block the recycle effect here. He's able to kind of block, but Myatt caught him out there, Maddie did. And now Maddie's going to get underneath Halleck, and now the recycle is going to take place here. Halleck saw it coming originally, but not the second time. Knock on wood, I'm kind of surprised that nobody has fallen out of the race yet. This is the longest we've gone in a race without somebody falling out, especially with the high speeds of this track. It kind of surprises me that we have not seen an engine grenade or anything like that, or an accident yet, with how close they're racing. They're being very smart with how they're racing, but it's been very close in front of the field. Here comes Lamas now, the point leader on the inside with help from Monaco, and the 11 car of Hobbs back there. And now Monaco's going to leave Lamas out to dry here. Again, it's a very recycle effect race here. Can't block the lead there. It's just kind of how you set itself up. It's a very old school ARCSOA race, actually. Kind of like the first original seasons of this championship. This race kind of reminded me. And now Monaco can't block his teammate. He's stuck on the outside there, and now Hobbs is going by on the inside. call from Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard was actually looking underneath Haas to possibly take over the lead himself there, but I'm imagining that's not going to take that long. Also, Bobby Jones has lost some heck with Do It for Dale Jr. and Dale Cole Jr. also toward the back. Kind of surprising to see Do It for Dale Jr. back there, as Fordale is typically really strong on these types of tracks. Daniel Bouchard's kind of doing what Halleck did earlier. Oh, we got a problem, I think, on track. Maybe not. We don't have a problem. Sorry, I thought we did. My problem sensor went off there. But we don't know. Somebody got into the wall toward the back, I think. I think Pericles maybe caught the wall. And now Pericles is really the first car to hit that wall. I was going to say that his teammate, Daniel Bouchard's kind of doing what Halleck was doing by managing all the lanes on the track. It's a very, very difficult thing to do, though, especially with this package where cars are just pulling up so fast and able to make pullouts there. Bouchard does a great job kind of holding that inside line there. We're going to see if Turner can pull out. Doesn't look like Turner really wants to, though. However, Turner is all over the back bumper of the 43 car here. Got to be real careful. Vanderpesh is going underneath his teammate here. And I think that's actually going to help Bouchard here, because Bouchard's just going to leave Turner out to dry. And we actually have a little bit of a split in the pack here, it looks like here, but I don't think it's going to stay that way for long. I think Presto and this group is going to catch right up very quickly here. Vanderpesh and Turner, now the two GTRs, Nismo GTRs for Nismo Sport, take the inside there, and now are leading this race themselves. Like Bouchard's trying to deal with Ard back there. Ooh, oh, he nearly came down on Ard there. And Turner gets left out to dry there. Oh, looks like here comes some cars down pit road. That's going to be a big thing here, because now we didn't expect it, but pit strategy is going to be a big factor in this race as Turner and Halleck stay out. We were expecting this to be kind of a crash fest, and it's not been that way. Everybody's been minding their P's and Q's. We know these are the best stock car racers on the planet, but we didn't expect this because this track is very narrow and very, very fast. Here comes Halleck and Turner. There, Fisher and Freeze go blasting by. Freeze nearly got into a wreck there himself. We're going to have to go on board with Freeze there, but he has no drafting help here. Freeze has been holding back all race here. Everybody starts pitting, and I think somebody on the outside makes a pretty, that was Myatt makes a really bold decision to come in, slows up Fisher, and Freeze blasts by Fisher. That could have been very dangerous. Here comes Freeze and Fisher, the last two cars to pit, as now Bouchard has a big lead. Bouchard blasts by the cars coming out of the pits there. Bouchard with a big lead. Halleck is going to come out second, it looks like. Myatt is going to be battling with Vanderpesh here, it looks like. Now Vanderpesh is going to go by, but it is Bouchard with a big lead over Halleck, Vanderpesh, Ard, and Myatt there. And here comes Freeze and Fisher out of the pits now. Like I said, this pit road, you can get a lot of speed on this pit road exit here. It's a very banked pit road exit, so you're not losing all that much time there. And here they come back on the track. And now you kind of got a bunch of separation now. However, luckily for Benoit Lothaire-Irvine, a debris yellow would fly before Daniel Bouchard could catch him. And Lothaire-Irvine's going to get a lap back, it looks like here. But yellow flag is out, and that nice, safe, spread out position that we were all looking forward to ain't going to happen, because they're going to be bunched right back up again. Interestingly enough, that everyone except Vince Freeze actually came back down pit road again. Now, granted, Freeze and Fisher just were on pit road, but these cars have only been out of pits for a couple of laps, so maybe fuel is a concern. By lap 28, still no cars out of the race and no cars a lap down. This is very surprising here. I was honestly thinking, and Fisher did just top off his gas there. A little bit extra fuel there, so Fisher is still in second. But I was surprised that this has not been a big wreck fest, actually. We were afraid of a lot of incidents in this race, and luckily, we haven't seen that yet. Now, I an asterisk next to the word yet there. But remember, Vince Freeze started last. This is a Texas Motor Speedway car. This is the same car that Cody Lamas ran Texas with. And here we go. They fixed a little bit of damage on that car. And Vince Freeze is leading in a Texas Motor Speedway car, basically. A track very different than this track here. Let's just hope we can stay calm here for a while, everybody. Let's not get into an accident or anything silly here, okay? Fisher now is diving underneath Freeze for the lead of the race here. Halleck is staying up with Freeze. However, the inside line is so overpowered around here. Halleck's trying to shut the door on Bouchard there. That could have been bad, and then right there. Bobby Jones is kind of struggling getting up to speed. One of these cars must have some type of engine trouble or something, because this pack is really split up now. And this is having a lot of problems getting up to speed, some of these cars are. And so right now the pack is kind of split here. And we are now looking forward towards Daniel Bouchard and Zayden Davidson exchanging the lead here. Oh, but Bouchard slams the door. We know Bouchard and Halleck have cars that can really control the race a bit better than others. So this is going to be something to watch. A yellow flag would fly because Kenny Myatt and Bobby Jones and Dale Cole Jr. all caught a, what was it? A piece of debris here, and we might actually have some cars going a lap down here. Oh, Fisher on the apron a bit there. But we actually have some more debris on the track here on lap 32, so tough break for these drivers. 78 car of Sakamoto Masahashi is experiencing some engine trouble, so tough break for Masahashi here. I don't think Myatt made it to the line before the caution flew. So Myatt is, oh no, Myatt is going to get to go by some of these drivers, I believe, here. I think Myatt will. And Myatt's actually staying out, so Myatt's going to, I think, get a... Myatt's going to be on the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. So Myatt's the only car that was a lap down based on his pit spots. So that's a tough break for Myatt, because that really should have been him on the lead lap, because the other two cars got to go around because of where their pit box was. That's Bobby Jones and Dale Cole Jr. I apologize, Cole Jr. is also a lap down here, so he and Myatt didn't get around here. Bobby Jones got really lucky. And Pericles did hit the outside wall because there is some right side damage to that car. Nick Pericles will lead the field back to the green here. There are two cars who are on pace or in the lead pack on the inside line, so that'll be interesting for Pericles to deal with here. Both Myatt and and Cole are going to try and get going here. Looks like Presto and Pericles get a good restart though. And it looks like everybody, for the most part, got going there. The one car we were worried about was Masahashi, and he is slow. Sakamoto Masahashi is slow out there with engine trouble. Hobbs is going underneath Presto now, and the race is back on again here. So, welcome back to the jungle, everybody. Some more cars being held up here. It's pretty much the normies, except for Cody Lamas, the point leader toward the back here. I think he's points racing now. He doesn't want to get involved in anything here. Probably a smart move now that Mitch Hobbs and Jordan Presto just take the lead in this very chaotic front pack here. And now you're going to have to deal with a lap car eventually, too, of Sakamoto Masahashi, so that could be an incident waiting to happen as well. Presto is on the outside line here with Monaco, looking on the inside line with Fisher back here as well. This is so scary of a race. I mean, your breath is being held at all times around this track, hoping that an incident doesn't take place. Daniel Bouchard dives down low once again to take over the lead here. Like I said, he and Halleck have been the only two cars that have been able to control that rotation cycle that we've been talking about. We've already seen 2 3 yellows in this race. New York fans getting kind of rowdy. One was for a styrofoam cup that was thrown on mid-track, and the other was actually forcing debris, I believe, off of the one car from when he hit the outside wall. They wanted to let the pit cycle go through, though, before they threw a yellow, which was smart of them, and I'm sure the drivers were really happy about that on the first yellow. Masahashi is only going 188 miles an hour, and the field is going 226 down the backstretch here. Vince Freeze now diving down low on Hobbs, but this is where Bouchard can control the pack. Oh, we got a problem with Zane Davidson. Not sure where he got that from. Davidson got all kinds of damage on the pit stop cycle here, and I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but Pole-sitter Davidson is struggling right now with his car, and he missed it on pit road, but it was a pit road incident here for Zane Davidson, so tough break for Davidson. Bad luck strikes again. Vanderpesch now is in the second position here. Vanderpesch was the one car that got Bouchard out of the lead last time here. Halleck's the other car that's been able to control here, and oh boy, they're coming up to Masahashi. That is a scary thing when you're coming up to a slow lap car, especially if they're as slow as Masahashi is. Sakamoto Masahashi has been one of the better slow drivers in the field so far as Freeze now gets underneath Halleck. Luckily, the pack is mainly single file. They're not as kind of crazy as they once were. But it's going to be very interesting now as they catch Sakamoto Masahashi here. Everybody backs down. And now Masahashi is holding up the outside line here. Everybody on the inside goes by. Luckily, they weren't three wide or anything like that when they caught Sakamoto Masahashi. But this isn't what the field wanted to see. And that'll actually spread out the field a little bit more there. As there goes Monaco and others by three wide, a little further back with Kenny Myatt down there. Masahashi's doing all he can to get out of everybody's way, but you can't please all people. Oh, crash! Masahashi, Fisher, and Halleck are involved. Turner's in it. Oh no, here we go, big crash. Turner's upside down. There's the big one that we were fearing. Cole and Fitzwater, Masahashi and Dormitory in it. Lamas, the point leader's in it. And Turner is done, Fisher's done, Lamas, the point leader, is done. So that hold back technique didn't work out well for him. And luckily this incident happened at a little bit of a slower speed here, and it wasn't particularly dangerous. All cars got out of this here. And Masahashi couldn't control it there, and Turner went for a ride. So this is the big one that we all fear here. Down the straightaway they all go. And there's where Turner goes up and over here off of Fitzwater, it looked like. And both the Menervinis were involved as well. This is what happened to point leader Cody Lamas, who was in the secondary pack, specifically trying to avoid this type of an incident here. He goes down low, and no, he was the car that flipped over Turner. My apologies to Zachary Fitzwater. He had no damage. On board with Fitzwater here. We're going to see how Fitzy avoided this incident here. The secondary pack thought they missed it until Masahashi went up to the high line here. Fitzwater was the only car to get out of it without damage. Cole maybe got out with minor damage. On board with Jesse Turner. This is going to be a wild ride here. And Masahashi did not see Halleck coming up that quick, I don't think. And there goes Turner over here in front of the field. And just the nature of the beast, if you ask me. That could have been a lot more dangerous, and it wasn't, thankfully. One more view of it here. Masahashi does not see that Halleck's coming up real quick on that outside line here. And I'm not going to put blame on Masahashi for that because that closing distance was a bit more extreme than we thought. And this was originally just going to be, it looked like a 3-car, 4-car wreck here. Except Masahashi's trying to get the car under control. Gets up into Turner again, then they come back down the track, and that's where that entire pack was going. Fitzwater had a little bit more of lead time there to avoid it, and just Well, not much anybody could do in that situation. And a bunch of cars are going to fall out from that incident there. Fisher is out along with a number of other cars here as they get going. Fisher was going to try and get going again here, but problems with that car really set it down the order there. Also, looks like problems for Faust down there as well. Or brake issues with Faust. I mean, not sure you're using much of the brake around here once you to avoid a wreck, but okay. Daniel Bouchard will lead the field back to the green here. Hopefully that was the only wreck we got as everybody got out of the incident there safely. Everybody walked away. Freeze did not get a good start there. And now we've already got, Vanderpesch diving low. Ard also did not get a good start there. Do we have a problem with somebody out there? No, we don't. But we are going here. Mine is, of course, a lap down. And down the straightaway they all go. Please, no more accidents in this race. Please, no more accidents. Gretchen Faust on pit road here. And now Freeze now is trying to close back in on Daniel Bouchard, who's all by himself in front of the field here. The field is kind of spreading out now. This is kind of what we want to see so that we avoid more incidents like what we had. And now Vanderpesch dives underneath Bouchard here and takes over the lead of the race here. The front group is all splitting up from the secondary group here. Now, can the secondary group work together and catch the front group? They're all really bunched together here. And they've got Kenny Myatt's draft, so I think they'll be fine in the long run here. But it's going to come down to, I think, a real close battle at the front of the field, I think. This is the race for them, basically, that secondary group. The secondary group is all depending on how they catch up with Kenny Myatt's car and are able to draft with him a bit here. Vanderpesch and Bouchard now have swapped the lead back and forth a couple times now. Vanderpesch retakes the lead. Ard, great showing in third there. But now Hobbs and this next group now have caught their draft here. Pericles kind of in the back here. Kind of surprising to see Pericles that far down the order. But overall, a lot of good cars got taken out in that incident. And it's going to get very close now. I think basically the top 9 kind of in a lead pack with the last car, Kenny Myatt there. So and it looks like it's a little hard for them to actually catch that leading 4. They all have to work really together to catch that group. As Hobbs has caught them, but it's becoming difficult. Bouchard now dives back under Vanderpesch for the lead. Hobbs goes underneath. Freeze for third here. They have caught this group. Presto and Myatt are kind of... Presto maybe lost the group there in 9th. He'll be with Pericles and Halleck. I'm surprised Halleck's that far down the order, to be honest with you. Bouchard still down low with Hobbs in 2nd now. Mitch Hobbs has been fast on this track. Oh, we have a yellow, but I'm not exactly sure what it's for. We have a nice pack up front, but we've got a yellow flag out. Not sure what, but we got a yellow. Well, what this does do is it basically makes everybody, I think, good on fuel till the end. I think they'll be good on fuel toward the end. So, Bouchard and Hobbs lead the field down, and it's actually going to pack more cars up, which is kind of scary, but you know what I mean. Bobby Jones under that caution stayed out, which is kind of surprising considering that I don't think he's going to make it on fuel then. So, that'll be interesting. Bobby Jones will lead the field in the green here. Everybody seems pretty good here. And things are going to get wild again here with only 17 to go on the restart. Green flag is out. Benoit at third, Bean up to 5th there. Sam at Oskin third. Great pit stop by the Medina Moro Brigade. Bad restart for them, though. As here we go. They're down on the inside line here. Off they go down towards through turns 1 and 2. Bobby Jones, remember though, he did not pit, I believe, so he goes down the straightaway here. And now you've got the 2 lap cars now underneath the leaders. They're trying to get a lap back if there's a caution. And this is going to be big for them if they do. 3 wide. Oh, they were almost 3 wide there. Faust to the high line now. Dale Cole Jr. now gets his lead. Lap back for the time being as Daniel Bouchard now dives for the lead. Oh boy, this is where things get very, very close quartered now. Sean Ard is there. Ard is looking underneath Bouchard here, but ain't gonna get it done there. Bouchard's had a class of the field car today. Remember, Myatt is a lap down. I still think he's a lap down at least. Yes, he is. Ard now tries to go low, doesn't get it done there. Griffin's in the lead group now. Oh, they're all over the place. Freeze gets the short end of the stick there. Gets stuck behind Myatt there on the high line. They're not going anywhere. Oh boy. This pack racing is getting even crazier. And this is where things are going to get very, very, very close quarters as Bouchard's got the lead. Griffin now gets into second position, but Vanderpesch dives underneath Griffin for the second position on the track here. Flying by. Monaco now starts shoving along here. How many cars are in the lead pack? It's still just the top 9. Mitch Hobbs is on the outside looking in. Hobbs had a slow pit stop here. Hopefully no more incidents left in this race, hopefully. Vanderpesch to the lead of the race. He is slot by. Slipped by Bouchard there. Griffin down low. Griffin has not won a race this year, but he's been very consistently in the top 5 for the majority of races here. He's not had a really bad race yet this year. Here goes Monaco down low, leaving Bouchard out to dry. I think everybody's starting to realize that Bouchard's got such a fast car that if you get it into the lead, it's not going to do anything. Now Monaco's going for second now. Way down low, Monaco goes. Monaco goes to the high line now. Ard with help from Pericles. Pericles, where did he come from? Now is in this lead pack. Hobbs is now catching the leaders. Hobbs did a great job closing back in. Hobbs, we know, has a fast car, a good closing car. Oh boy, here. They are beating and banging. Or not really beating and banging, but they're really close to each other up here. Monaco now is trying to close in on Vanderpesch in the lead here. Nick Pericles out of nowhere. He hasn't fallen out of the race yet. Isn't that a shock? Pericles is still in it. Down low, here they go. With help from Vince Freeze. Caution is out. Something has happened on track. And we have Faust in our wreck. Gretchen Faust. And Zachary Fitzwater, and it looks like Halleck was involved. And I do hope that Faust is driving away, thankfully. This was a pack further back here. That is Faust and Bobby Jones there. And that was just Faust not being able to go anywhere. Oh my goodness, that was close quarters there. Or close call there. Fitzwater. Whew, that was real close. That was very, very dangerous there. That could have been awful. And Zachary Fitzwater, who's been very lucky at avoiding wrecks here, I think he's going to be lucky that he didn't get seriously hurt in that wreck. That's the only thing I can say. Halleck also got a little bit of damage there from, I think, when Fitzwater was trying to come in. Fitzwater's going to fall out there, but Fitzwater and Faust are incredibly lucky they got out of that one safely. Yeah, Bobby Jones fell back quite a ways here, and Faust thought she was clear, and, well, into the wall goes Faust up there and just slides down the track. Oh, my goodness, that could have been so much worse. Luckily, it wasn't. I think everyone's breathing a sigh of relief there. Oh, the 11's got a tire going down, coming to the green here. They are on the last lap of the pace lap here, and Mitch Hobbs' luck. Oh, there's even more problems with that car. Something locked up on it, and he is now going to get a tow back, it looks like. That's going to take him out right there. Oh, Dale Cole Jr. is falling out of the race, and I said that it would probably take Cole out, or not Cole, but Hobbs out. That's out of realistic contention, that is. He might get back out there for a couple laps, but Cole blowing up the motor, he is out after that. So now, Vanderpesch, Monaco, Pericles, Fries, Myatt, Bouchard, Griffin. In that order is your top 6. Off we go. Here we go. Monaco's trying the high side here. Bouchard, we know, has the fastest car of the day so far. Bad start there by Kenny Myatt, the lap car here. Art is trying to get by. I think that's pretty much going to be the lead pack duking it out there at the end of this one here. They go single file pretty quick. Everyone further back is going to have to work with the 47. And we do have the 88 made it to pit road, thankfully, so there won't be another yellow for that. Vanderpesch has a nice lead right now, but can any of these cars make a run on him? We know those Nismos are quick. Fries is trying to go underneath Monaco now. But they got to work together to catch him, not just pass each other. And now Bouchard's going to try and go for second now, too. This isn't what you want to do if you're these lead lap cars. And now Fries is able to hold off here. I think Bouchard noticed that you're not going to pass Vanderpesch doing that. Battling for second like that. Fries has a lead right now. Or not Fries, but Vanderpesch has the lead, but Fries is there. You have to work together to make this work, and the moment they start going side by side, it's going to go pandemonium now. Bouchard goes for second now. Right now is when I think you can get away with this kind of stuff, but it's not going to work there. They're so single file, they're not able to make a move that easy. Vanderpesch just has one heck of a car here. You're going to need 2 cars to take him down, I think. Pericles is going, or Griffin's going for 4th now on Monaco. Does Fries have a car to pull out and make that lead pass? Is the question on Vanderpesch. We know Bouchard's anxious to do so. Bouchard's going to try again, but Bouchard has no help behind him since they're battling for 4th. Coming to 2 to go now. The Monaco and Griffin cannot battle with each other if they want any chance at this. They have to work together and get up there, and they're not doing that. Monaco is very impatient back there. That's not how you're going to deal with this. We do have something on track here. The 11 made it to pit road. Bouchard's trying again, but he has no drafting help here, but I think now he is actually, no, he's not alongside. 11's leaving the pits. Coming to the white flag for Christian Vanderpesch. Can the 5 make a move? Has the 5 just been biding time? Hobbs could be a factor in this. Hobbs could be a big factor. He's going to be coming out of the pits right as the leaders are coming. Here he goes. Fries is making a move. Bouchard gets held up. Fries is there. Here he goes. Vince Fries down low. Bouchard did lose his run because of Hobbs. Fries comes off the corner. And Vince Fries is going to win the race here. The Apollo Global 175 here at Staten Island. Vanderpesch comes home second. Third's going to go to Ryan Griffin. Another top 3 podium finish there. Bouchard's got to be fuming at Hobbs there. We're going to take another look at that because he really got held up by Hobbs. Both of them made a move to go 3 wide for the lead, and it just didn't work out for Bouchard there. This is the replay of it. Bouchard dives low. Fries goes underneath it. He had to back off. He had to back off or else he was going to clobber the rear end of Hobbs. But it's not like Hobbs could do anything. He was on the inside trying to make everything work here, and, well, there's nothing Hobbs could do in that situation, to be honest with you. And yes, it did mess up Bouchard, but Bouchard should have saw that coming and drafted with the 5 and then try and get underneath him, either into 3 or coming to the trial. And Vince Freeze did the last to first challenge here. Gets underneath Bouchard, or Vanderpesch here. He bided his time to get this win, waited till the last lap, made the move work here, and this is a very, very good way to win a race. Last to first challenge here for Vince Freeze. What a showing by the DNC Brigade. That's the 3rd win for DNC this season. In a year that we thought that DNC would not perform very well at the start of the season, DNC getting 3 wins is very impressive. I'm sorry if I said 5 races. There have been 6 races on the schedule this year. DNC's won half of them. Vince Freeze comes home with the win. Christian Vanderpesch 2nd. Ryan Griffin 3rd. Another podium for Ryan Griffin. I think he is actually going to end up with the point lead leaving this race. Bouchard 4th. Monaco 5th. Pericles 6th. 7th goes to Ard. 8th goes to Matty Myatt. 9th goes to Jordan Presto. 10th goes to Lance Kelvin. 11th to Lothair Irvine. 12th to Jones. 13th to Silverspoon. 14th to Halleck. 15th to Davidson. And the last car to score points is Bolton. Oskin, Dormitory, Myatt, and Hobbs all will not score any points. And then Cole, Fitzwater, Faust, Fisher, Turner, Fordale, Lamas, and Masahashi all would be out of the event. So that is how that worked. DNC winning 3 of the first 6 races is pretty impressive, if you ask me. Let's go take a look at your points. Leaving the round of Staten Island at the Apollo Global 175, Ryan Griffin has 157 points in the lead. Cody Lamas with 141. Kenny Myatt still only on 117, so Griffin and Lamas are kind of running away with it at the top of the grid. Matty Myatt and Vince Freeze surprisingly are tied at the top of the board. Also, Ryan Griffin is the only driver that has scored points in all 6 races this season. Griffin's consistency is something unmatched right now. Vince Freeze is down in 5th position in the championship. Kelvin is still Rookie of the Year in 6th. Vanderpesch with 90 in 7th. Bobby Jones in 8th. Tied for 9th are Halleck and Monaco. 11th is Bouchard. 12th is Pericles. Still not a great day for them. Or not a great point run for the Silver Speed Brigade. We expected them to be higher up the grid. Ard, Oskin, Masahashi, Turner, Cole Jr., Bolton, Davidson, Presto, Hobbs, Lothair Irvine, Fitzwater, Faust, Fisher, Fordale Jr. Do it for Dale Jr. only on 10 points. Nathan Ormond, Austin Silverspoon, and Zolt Dormitory is your final order. Silverspoon, of course, has jumped over Dormitory in the positions. We are still waiting on a strike call on possibly Mitch Hobbs because of his little merge there. Apparently, I didn't think that there was anything he could do, but apparently Interim Chief Steward Todd Haley seems to think that that was an inappropriate merge. If there's an appeal on that, if he gets a penalty from Haley, they can appeal that, and I believe Hart would then see it. However, we're not sure if there's even a penalty on that yet. If they ask for, if that does happen, then it will go to Chief Steward Hart on that. Leaving Staten Island, we have a Vision Sport, or DNC's opened up a huge point lead here, 252 to 193 for Bradley Automotive. Ford Performance Technology has jumped above Vision Sport, 186 to 182, 139 for Faulkner Kelly, Silver Speed on 131. First race that they didn't have an engine problem, I believe. Nismo Sport with 130, 111 for TRD, 64 for Medina Moro, Action Terra on 62, Menervini on 48, Team Tim Taylor on 47, 43 for Project X, and ARC America on 31. However, things will get very, very interesting once we go to the very fast, high-speed road course at Lime Rock in Connecticut next week. Should be very interesting, as there's a very loyal fan base out in Lime Rock, and they kind of wanted a spring date, so they are very happy to get that. We'll see you in Lime Rock, everybody.